Hey guys, Cast72. Hope everyone's doing well. It's been a while. Hope everyone's doing well. Today, guys, we're going to go ahead and paint the Kia 2013, the whole entire car. I had mentioned I would be doing that on my last video where I did some custom hexagon decals because of the fact that it had suffered some hail damage. And I'm a DIY guy. I didn't want to take it to the insurance and get a claim and do all that crap. I'd rather just save me the money. And do it myself. You know, I enjoy doing this kind of stuff. So I did that video, and the reason why I did those decals was just to kind of hide the blemishes, the hail damage, so it wouldn't bother me as much seeing it all the time. Now though, we're ready to go ahead and get it painted. I saved up, I got the material I needed. Took some time off from work so I can devote doing this properly and make a good video for you guys, hopefully, in the process. And so yeah, I just want to go over the material that I'm going to use for the prep work, the body work, the sanding, that kind of stuff. And then when I get ready to paint, I'll go over that material. So with that being said, let me show you what we have here. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and get this started, guys. So let me go ahead and turn this camera around and we'll go over the material real quick. Okay, so here we have it. Real basic, simple stuff. Didn't cost a whole lot. I got some sanding disc, assortment, different grits. I'll go ahead and let you guys know in the video what grits I'm using at what particular moments in time in the video. I've got some tack cloths that'll come in the very last when I'm almost pretty much ready to paint it. I got a sanding block for keeping the you know, the sanding real straight on the panels of the vehicle. I got a orbital sander. I've got some Dynalite lightweight body filler and the hardener, and then of course some plastic spreaders. That's all we pretty much need for now, guys. And here's the Kia. As you guys know, I did a video on the roof. That's going to be repainted again. I'm going to keep it white. The mirrors are going to be white. The rims are going to be white. I decided, guys, not to go with the original color. I'm going to do a Nardo gray. Like I said, I'll go over that material and that whole process when the time comes. For right now, we're only doing the prep work. As you can see, I got all the decals off. Haven't washed it in a little bit, so I'm not too concerned. I knew I was going to get ready to sand it down, so I didn't really care about how dirty it was. But this is the last time you'll see it this color. And just wanted to share the process with you guys. For those of you that are DIYs like myself, I'm not a professional. This is something I'm planning on tackling myself. I think I can do it. I've got all the material. I'm ready to do this. I took some time off from work to go ahead and do this properly. And hopefully I can focus on making a good video for you guys and show you guys it's not that difficult and the end results. So yeah, let me go ahead and get this started, guys. Like I said, right now we're going to go ahead and just start sanding and start working on all the blemishes, and we'll go from there. In the video, in the process, I'll indicate what grit I'm using, so that way you know in the process of me sanding what stages I'm at and what what sandpaper I'm using at the time. So for right now, I'll be honest with you, we're going to start off with 400 grit. I might even do 500 grit, actually. It's going to be between 500 and 400 just to get it all scuffed up a little bit. That way I can, once we scuff it, it'll get rid of the gloss and you'll be able to see the low spots where the hail did the damage. And then we'll start putting the body filler, and then I'll come back with probably 300 and we'll just go from there. I'll let you guys know in the video. So anyway, enough being said, let's go ahead and get this started, guys. Got a long way to go, and here in Texas, it's going to get pretty freaking hot. I might do time lapse because in a little bit, I'm going to have to actually put on my fans. I got 2 of them. And what's going to happen is it's going to make a lot of background noise. So you'll probably just be able to hear me over, or you wouldn't be able to hear me over actual video like I have now. I shut them off just so I can tell you what's going to take place here. But once, if I do need to stop and say something, I'll shut them off. But for now, it's just going to be time lapse. Because again, with actual video recording and the fans on, it's going to make a lot of noise. The video is going to be poor as far as sound quality goes. But anyway, enough said. Let's go ahead and get this started, guys. Hope you enjoy. Okay guys, so before we get started on the rest of the vehicle, just to show you the reason I'm using 400 is because the vehicle is in good condition as far as the metal, the paint. It's not faded, it's not stripping, it's not chipping, it's not rusted. So there's no reason to do 80, 60, 100 grit. So the 400 grit was just to scuff it up so that the new paint has something to adhere to, but more importantly, just so that I can see where all the damage was done. So all these little imperfections that you see were due to the hail damage. As you can see, it's quite a bit, but it's not going to require a whole lot of body filler because they're very tiny. They're small. They're about the size of maybe anywhere between a nickel, a dime, probably no bigger than a quarter. So that was the purpose of doing the 400. So once I do the whole vehicle, you'll be able to see where every single one of these needs to be fixed. So with that being said, I'm going to continue on. When I'm ready to actually work on these, at that point, I probably will drop down to about a, probably an 80 grit, and just in that area, scuff it up really, really good, just so that I can get down almost to the bare metal, and then go ahead and go over it with the body filler, just so it really adheres, because you can't leave it like this because that's a smooth finish. You're not even touching the surface at that point. So once we do that, we'll go ahead and just keep going, guys. All right, just wanted to bring that to your attention. Hey guys, one more thing I want to mention real quick. When you start sanding the majority of the vehicle, let me turn this camera around so I can demonstrate what I want to show you guys. Hold on. So when you get your vehicle sanded like this, the real important thing that you want to do is, the flat surfaces are usually not going to be an issue. But you most definitely want to, hold on, let me shut these fans off. All right, so as I was saying, guys, the most important thing you want to keep in mind is you got to get inside every little crack. You want to get as far up close to the weather strip, if not even maybe underneath a little bit. You want to get the edges of your windows. You know, you just want to get every single little line where a new body mold interacts, because what's going to happen is, if you do a good paint job, it's not going to last very long, because those areas are not going to let that paint adhere, and over time they're going to chip, crack off, and it's just going to peel from that point on, and it's just going to screw up your paint job. So you really kind of want to make sure that you focus on that. Kind of like right here, you want to get all inside. You want to get very close to the edge as possible, because like I said, if you don't do that, your chipping of the paint is going to start right there, and it's going to work its way out into the body, and it's just going to screw up your paint job. So just want to give you a quick tip on that. Just make sure you get the edges, kind of like right here. Even you see the sander went in this direction, but I had to physically with my own hands come and get the very edge of this, otherwise it'll start chipping at that point. So just make sure you guys do that. All right, guys. Okay, guys, I apologize, I got ahead of myself here. So what I did now was I made a mixture of trisodium phosphate, 8 ounces to 1 gallon of water, and now I'm just going to wipe down the whole vehicle. As you can see, I already started, and you can actually start seeing where the body work's going to need to be done, where, you know, the little imperfections. But yeah, the whole vehicle's been sanded. Like I said, I got every little you know, edge. You can see where I wiped it down and blew it off with some compressed air, but you can see now where the actual fixes are starting to show that need to be fixed. But did the whole vehicle all the way around. This is one spot I held off on because I'm going to try to take this off first with some gunk remover. It's just the old sticker adhesive from the word soul. If not, I'll just go ahead and sand it. I just didn't want to sand it because with this gunky stuff, it doesn't really do a good job. You're better off trying to use a solvent to get it off as much as you can and then come back and sand it. But that's the only piece left on the vehicle that needs to be sanded down. Everything else has been completed, as you can see. Again, the roof's going to be redone. I'm not worried about it. So yeah, at this point, I'm just going to wipe the whole vehicle down and continue on. All right, guys. Okay guys, now that we got it all wiped down and clean, next step is we're going to go ahead and start doing the body work. Again, I'm using a lightweight filler. It'll dry quicker and it's easier to sand, and it's not really body work, it's just minor imperfections, so that's going to work just perfect. All in all, it's looking pretty good. I just want to get rid of these little imperfections that was caused by hail damage, and then once we take care of that, we're going to go ahead and sand those areas down. We're going to prime them, and once we get them primed and sanded, ready to go, I'll probably start tomorrow on the painting part. This is day one. We're just going to do the body work. I started at 8 o'clock this morning. It's about 3:40 p.m. now. It didn't take me that long. I stopped for breaks, also to fix the video that I was, the video editing and whatnot. I had to run to the store a few times, so it didn't really take that long. I want to say all in all, probably 5 hours, maybe 4.5 to get where I'm at now. I would say around 5, I should have this already sanded down, primed, and ready to go for tomorrow. So I might not mask it off today. I might just do that tomorrow. Like I said, I don't want to rush on this. That's why I took time off work, just to get it all done right. So yeah. All right, guys, let me go ahead and get this part going. Okay, guys, I fell a little behind. I said around 5. It's actually, what, 6 o'clock now? Hold on. Right at 6. Some stuff came up, so I kind of got drawn back. But anyway, now we got everything sanded. We got everything, all the imperfections fixed. There's one down there, had a dent. This was a dent. Everything's all set up. Now we just got to prime it. And once we prime it, I already wiped it all down. Again with trisodium phosphate. And now we're actually ready to start priming it. So I'm going to mask off some of the stuff that I don't want overspray to get on, like the glass, the light. I don't care about the body because we're going to paint that here shortly, or tomorrow actually. And yeah, so far so good. Camera looks a little funny because I expanded it. I wanted y'all to get an overall look instead of being squashed in, kind of like, narrowing the video. I actually widened it. So yeah. Everything's been wiped down. I'm going to go ahead and start priming everything up and let it dry overnight. And then tomorrow, start masking everything off, and we should be able to start painting it and hopefully be done by tomorrow. I didn't sand this area here. I'm not too concerned because I'm going to buy new emblems for them. So that really doesn't matter. They're going to be sticking on there with sticky 3M tape anyway, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, all right, guys, let me go ahead and get the priming started and go from there. Okay, guys, and here's where we're at. Day 2. The vehicle is pretty much ready to get painted, but because I'm using a fast dry activator, right now it's about 85 here in Texas. It's recommended to spray at about 70 degrees. So tomorrow morning, I checked the weather. It's supposed to be about 65, so I'll be doing the final paint job tomorrow, because the temperature will be right for the fast activator. yeah, everything's been primed, sanded. All the imperfections have been addressed. I just got to cover the rear portion of the bumper, that black part. Everything else is ready to go. Like I said, be sure, guys, to get these edges. No matter what you do, always get the edges, because without getting those edges, your paint will chip. So all the edges, to the fullest extent, have been sanded as close as possible and masked off to the best of my ability. Right now I was just finishing off wrapping the tires. As you can see, that's the last tire. Once I'm done with that, I'm gonna call it a day. Go inside and chill out and rest. I've already wiped the entire vehicle more than once. Yeah, tomorrow's the final day. It'll be the end all be all. Hopefully this will come out the way I'm hoping it should. Again, I'm not worried about that. That's why I didn't touch it. I didn't sand it. You can still see some of the sheen on it from the previous original paint job, because I'm going to put an emblem over that, so that really doesn't matter to me. Fog lights, I'm going to go ahead and leave them on, spray over them anyway, because I don't like the way those turned out. They're kind of faded and yellowed. They just look nasty. I got new ones. I'll probably do a video on that, me installing them. What else? As y'all know, the roof I'm not concerned about. That can get paint on it all day long. I don't care. I'm going to redo the roof white again, and at that point in time I will also do the mirrors. Yeah. Okay guys, that was just a brief summary of everything. We've already covered everything. We did the sanding, we did the priming, we did the Bondo work, the minor imperfections it had with the hail damage. Everything's been sanded down. At this point, if it wasn't for the temperature being 85 right now, I would start painting it, but because it's 85, the actual recommended temperatures for the activator I'm using, which is fast, should be about 70. Now, the reason why you might ask, why am I using fast? Because I'm in a garage, guys. Bugs and stuff fly around in here. Mosquitoes here in Texas, flies. I need it to dry pretty damn quick so it doesn't allow these bugs to stick to my paint, my new paint job. So that's why I went with fast. All right, so that's enough about the Kia. It's pretty much just ready to be painted. Next, let me go over the material I'm going to use for the painting process, and yeah, we'll go from there. All right, guys. Okay, guys, and now since we're going to start the painting part of this project, let me go over the equipment and the material and all that good stuff that I'm going to use for the paint job itself. So let's start with the gun. First of all, I'm going to use a LVMP air gun. The model's an MP102. I believe it's pronounced Oretta. Now, again, guys, I don't want to hear any negative comments. I'm not a professional at this. I know there's probably much better guns than this. I know there's probably better paint than that, etc., etc. I honestly don't give a damn. As I said before, these videos are all DIYs. So, as Frank Sinatra would say, I'm doing it my way. So, if there's any negative comments, hey, whatever. So, anyway, getting back to this. The reason why I went with this particular gun, let me show you what it looks like. I already have it all set up. Here it is. I got a regulator on it, and of course I've got a moisture filter on there as well, just to prevent any water from getting in there and screwing up the paint job. But the reason why I went with the MP102 is because here's another thing you guys are probably going to gripe about, but I don't really give a damn. I'm going to use this 10-gallon compressor. Here's the specs. It's a 4 horsepower, 10-gallon. And as you can see right here, and let me bring this to your attention, there's a reason why I'm going to do that. If you look at the rating, at 40 psi, I would get 7.2 SCFM. And I adjusted my pressure for 40 psi. Now, the gun itself is rated, if I'm not mistaken, at 4.5 to 8 CFM. It's at 4.5 CFM at 22 PSI, and it's at 8 CFM at 45 PSI. So this will work, okay? It comes with a 125 millimeter can. I'm not concerned about the fact that it's not your average size, standard size. You got to keep in mind, guys, this is a very small car, and I have very small pieces to paint. I honestly think it's going to work out. That's another thing I'm looking forward to see what my results are going to be. I have seen on YouTube where others have said, no, you can never paint a vehicle with such a small compressor, la-di-da-di-da, whatever. So we're going to test it out. Okay, so that takes care of the gun, the compressor, and of course I've got some filters, stir sticks, mixing cups, some masking film, your typical what do you call it, masking paper. I went with this primer here, Duplicolor. Yes, it will work with a urethane, acrylic urethane, that is, as a top coat. I went with the Nardo gray from Speedokote, also known as Speedokote. It's a single stage acrylic urethane paint, and as I said before, I chose the fast single stage activator. I've got some disposable gloves, mask, very freaking important. Got to use a mask. Got this one at Harbor Freight, didn't cost a whole lot. I think it was like 25 bucks. That's it, guys. That's your setup right there. Let me see if I can make this. There you go. That's everything that I'm going to use to get this vehicle painted. And we'll see how it works out. I'm hoping for the best. So as you guys know, on another video, I painted my roof just using Rust-Oleum spray cans, and that came out pretty damn good. I'm pretty sure this compressor is going to leave either just the same or even better finish. So we will find out. We will definitely find out. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and finish wrapping this other tire up. That's the last thing I need to do, like I did the others. And the rear bumper, I got something I got to do there. I got to cover that up as well. And as far as today goes, I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to go in and chill out, relax, grab something to eat, shower up. Not in that order, but you know where I'm coming from. And tomorrow we will start again with the paint job. So, all right, hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. Hang in there, we're almost done. All right, guys. Okay guys, so here we are. This is the, what is this? The second coat. I want to give it up to 4 coats, but right now, unfortunately, the weather's dropping. It's about 68, and the recommended temperature to shoot this fast dry is 70. So I might have to stop on the second coat and continue tomorrow with the following 2 coats, depending on how the weather's going to be. But as you can see, it came out pretty good. I mean, it's not bad, you know. I mean, it's got a good sheen to it. You can see your reflection pretty well. You see that? I don't know if you can see my... Here, let me get on this side. There, you see? You can see my fan in the window. You can see my hand. I mean, I think it came out pretty damn good. Let me see if I can get another angle. There you go. You can see like my garage doors. You can see the box over there. You can see my reflection. You can see the outside door over here. Bear in mind, guys, we're doing this off of a 4 horsepower 10-gallon tank at 35 psi, and I think it came out pretty damn good. A lot of credit goes to the paint. It laid down really well, no runs whatsoever. I'm sure once I give it another 2 coats, this thing's gonna look freaking awesome. It already does, to be honest with you. I'm very happy with this product. Any future products I do that pertains to painting either motorcycles, cars, whatever, I'm definitely gonna go with this product. I'm very pleased with it. You know, look at the quality of paint we're getting out of a damn 10-gallon 4 horsepower compressor. I mean, you can't beat that. You see? So yeah, guys, unfortunately the temperature is dropping. I don't think I should proceed with the other 2 coats. If it's already 68 degrees. I'm a little nervous. I don't know what might happen. So far it looks good. I don't want to screw it up. So what I'll probably end up doing, I didn't want to drag another day, but to be on the safe side, I'm probably going to let this dry as is, and tomorrow give it the other 2 coats, remaining 2 coats, and then call it a complete project. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. It just goes to show you, you know, some things in life look difficult, but they're really not if you give it a, you know, if you tackle it. And whether you succeed or fail, it doesn't matter. At least you tried, right? All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Any future things I'm going to do? Yes, I got new fog lights that I'm going to install. I got new emblems on order. I'm going to run a white race stripe in the center. I'm going to redo the roof, paint the 2 mirrors on the left and right side. I mean, obviously. And I might, the front grille right here, I painted it white. I might do the bottom grille as well. I'm not quite sure yet. So anyway, hope you enjoyed, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. The video will just follow up with some pictures of the car all cleaned up and all the paper and tape and all that taken off. All right.